2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So on Sunday night, I was at home minding my own business in the kitchen, just cleaning up the dishes from dinner for one.
So the
couple of hours in.
That's
He
all.
was doing
Let's
the
play
dish.
a song. I was doing the dish.
Do you just for the sake of, because it's silly just doing one plate, do you sit down for dinner, do you have like the little saucer thing on the side for...
What do you mean, like side plate?
Do you just,
So
side plate,
Sean,
and extra
more.
knives and forks, just for the fat,
Honestly,
just for the fat.
sometimes I won't even use a plate. I'll just use some paper towel if I'm going to have something that's going to be served on
Or
a
he
paper
just,
towel.
I
he just
agree with
stands
that, by
over
the
the
way. I
sink
think
and
that's a good
eats.
I
idea.
stand over a sink and eat it. If it's something like something flaky, I'll stand over the sink.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but anyway, I was doing my dishes.
Your
And
dish.
my dish, sorry. Yeah, well, I don't want to lie to people. My knife and my fork.
Okay.
And next minute, I heard something.
Whoa.
Huge explosion.
Was that live?
That's
Yeah,
the
that was
actual.
the actual
It was
sound.
amazing that you were recording at the time.
It's amazing that I record everything at home just in case something happens, with myself and myself.
And it did.
So, big explosion. I went, oh my God, what the hell is that? And I started running around looking for what
Frantically.
it was. When an explosion's really big, you don't know where it came from. So
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
next minute, I hear this. And water pouring out of the laundry. And I went, oh my God. So I open up. I've got the French door laundry. It's an
Yes.
apartment, you know what I mean? So the one, it's in the hallway.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like the little Euro laundry.
Yeah, the shitty little ones. So I've got that. I've opened that up, and the electric hot water system has exploded. And I'm not talking exploded. You guys seen the video? It's exploded. The things come off the thing.
Yeah.
There's just
sure.
debris everywhere. There was a smell, like a real burning sort of smell as well. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. So then,
So was there water going everywhere?
yeah, but no, Natalie, this
What
is
a
the amazing
disaster.
thing. How controlled is this for a disaster? I'll go put the video up on our socials, right?
Mm-hmm.
The water was coming out of the hot water system directly into the sink.
Oh, well, that's handy.
There was not a drop.
So you just went back to bed?
I said to the plumbers, we got one of our Nova family, Smart Fix. They came around and did it for us.
Yep.
And Alan came around. By the way, if you ever get Alan around, he is brilliant. Ask his opinion on anything. But he came around and he was just like, oh my God, that's amazing that it just went in there. And I said, yeah, I know. And I said to him, I could have gone away for a month. And it
Yes,
would have
that's
been
right.
fine.
Yeah, because you hear those horror stories of pipes bursting or whatever when people are away and they
literally.
get back and the house is flooded.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yours
and
wouldn't
the
have.
flooring all the time is
Yeah.
the
Yes,
issue
yeah.
in that.
And
Yep.
it wouldn't have done
Yours is-
anyway. So that
No
night-
harm, no foul.
No, so they came around and they fixed it. We've got a brand new Reese system, digital. It's very exciting, Sean. I opened up my laundry now. It's like Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
And anyway, so that was
living.
about 2,200 or something like that, right? For a new hot water system. I told them to get me the shebang, get me the good
Yeah.
one. And then that night I was cleaning up the sink. And then I saw something on the sink, a mark on the sink. Because I never use that laundry sink. Do you ever use a laundry sink?
I don't have a laundry sink.
Oh, good. What about you? These guys, ladies don't need them these days.
Me personally, no, obviously, but my wife does.
She uses the laundry sink.
Yeah,
well,
for
she does
soaking and
hairdressing.
things.
She does a
Yeah.
couple of haircuts.
For me,
in there,
laundry
put your
sinks
head on
go
the
where
thing.
that's where the clothes go.
Sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So anyway, so I'm going, wait, well, how's this marked, like permanently? And I thought, wow, this explosion must have been big. It wasn't marked. There were 2 little holes in there, right? 2 little holes in, and they're probably the size of a match head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be accurate.
and I was like, oh my God, this has had so much force.
Yeah, something's
that it blew through it.
penetrated.
And that's what me and Al from Smart Fix were saying. And then he left, and then once he left, I wait there, I can't see. Okay, imagine if a bullet goes through a bit of metal, it's got the exit point where it's all sort of.
Yes, it
We've all
shows
seen
the
on
movement.
CSI.
The movement.
The exit point
I
of
felt
it. Yeah.
underneath the sink, and there was flat.
Oh,
and I
look
was
at
like,
him,
wait
CSI
there.
over
yes,
there.
Natalie. And then I thought back to the
CSI Maylands.
smelling. The smell. No, CSI
makes
Maylands.
sense. It makes
CSI
sense.
Maylands
they're
would be
busy.
run off their feet.
They are busy.
They are run off their feet. So I had to deal with this myself. So I've gone, wait, there must have been some acid thing in there that can burn through metal that quickly.
Eaten a hole in your metal laundry sink.
It has to have been.
And that's come from your exploding hot water system.
Sean,
Well, it has to be.
Yeah, because I keep my acid somewhere else.
But
Yeah,
it also
likewise.
only enough
Little
acid
tabs
to
of
burn
paper.
2 holes.
2 little holes, so I don't know.
It wasn't
So-
like a pool of it and it wanted
No.
away. It's like like something's dripped on it and then and dripped in another spot.
But you
and
got to
then
remember,
it's worn
with
away,
water
eaten
coming
away.
out as well. So
Yeah.
what could be so powerful that when water is coming
Not
down?
diluted.
Yes. Anyway, so that's
A lot of
insane.
questions.
They don't. The tradies don't even believe that system comes with anything like that in it.
Yes.
So they're contacting that manufacturer and saying, "Do
find
you have
out.
any battery acid in your system?" Because to our knowledge, we didn't. But he goes, "This is a first. I've never seen this happen before."
Wow.
That's dangerous, by the
So
way.
here's
That's
the deal,
super
though.
dangerous.
Here's
Yeah.
the deal. Yeah, no, Sean, I could have died. I basically could have died.
Yeah.
I was in the kitchen. So I said, "Do you know around the ballpark figure of what this is going to cost?" And then Al
To
was
replace
like,
the sink?
I was going, "Here we go." So it's not replacing the sink because those are units that are together. So basically, you
Oh,
gotta-
it's a built-in laundry unit. Yeah.
Got to get the whole laundry. And he goes, and then, as you can see, Nathan, he goes, in the wall, just the side, when they've built this place, they have wedged it into the plaster and built that
Yes.
around. So it's sort of built.
But they plaster it in.
Plastered
It's
in.
not uncommon
Yep.
in a laundry.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in the back, he said, and then the back one has a lip that goes up, and that's been plastered in the wall as well. So all these tiles will have to come off. This will have to come out. You'll have to get it probably waterproof.
Yep.
Waterproof Wednesday, as we know from the block.
As we
Yes.
do.
And then you'll have to get it retiled.
Retiled.
And I said to him, could this, because we haven't got a quote yet, could this possibly be more expensive than the $2,200 hot water system? And he said, yes.
It probably is.
It's probably a lot more.
I mean,
hole.
The good news is insurance
Yes.
will cover it, but also that's crazy.
It's crazy.
But you see, I mean, getting back to the block or any people who've done renovations, as soon as you do something in the bathrooms, it is an absolute nightmare.
This is
And
a
it's so
bloody
expensive.
laundry.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. It's going to be way more than $2,000.
It's Sean,
I
it's the
reckon
size.
triple
It's
that.
honestly the size of my hand. The whole laundry. That's my hand.
Massive hands,
It's
everyone.
Big hands,
it's
big
the size of my hand. So I want to talk about this situation because I'm blown away that this thing could possibly cost me thousands of dollars.
Two tiny little
tiny
pin holes.
Check out the Nova Socials.
Yeah.
You can have a look. We want to talk about this situation, right? So the smallest issue or problem or damage, it could be with your body, it could be with your home, and then suddenly there is a huge cost
Associated
associated
with
with it.
it,
And
yeah.
you're like, oh, how for that? It's the size of a match head.
Shannon, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
All right,
Shan.
Shan, what happened?
We had a rat living in our Ford Ranger.
Oh, Ratatouille.
We actually called him that. We nicknamed him and we knew he was in there because he kept setting off the interior alarm and we'd go out and there he'd be in there,
Yeah.
like deer in headlights. And
And then
we
they
were
listen to
driving
music with
along-
his friends, making out with his girlfriend.
living in Novo. He was. We were just driving down the road one day, turned a corner, and the whole car stopped. And we were like, "Oh, this is not ideal." So we called the RAC. We ended up having to get towed. We got towed to a mechanic, and the rat had gotten into the engine bay and
Yeah.
eaten the entire wiring harness. Now I didn't know what that was.
Could have died.
But basically, he did die, and he died.
No,
in the
you.
Ranger.
If he bit into the wrong wire, the brake lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
It-
But
So he ate the whole wiring harness, and it ended up costing $9,500.
oh, Shannon.
Shannon.
Rat.
Do you get insurance on a rat eating the wires in the car?
You actually do because it's incidental damage. It's not our fault. So insurance thankfully covered
Yeah.
it, and all
Wow.
we paid was the
Oh, my
wasn't
God.
their pet rat.
Hey,
so
Shannon,
that's tough to do.
years and years ago, one of my mates who, there's older guys that don't trust banks, would save his money and he put it in a shoebox up in a cupboard and he would save it and he had thousands of dollars up there. And then he went to get the money out one day, Shannon, and rats had eaten the money. And they were just.
don't doubt it, but everything.
But dude,
Yeah.
it was like confetti, and they'd eaten over the percentage it would be to get a note back because if X amount
Yeah.
is destroyed,
Yeah,
you get
that's
back.
true.
They'd
That's true.
$1,000.
So,
hungry do you have to
listen
be to
that,
eat
just
money?
leave some food out for them.
Stop it.
So they don't eat your
You
money.
can't eat money. There's
Thanks,
nothing else.
Shannon. Kate's in Bateman. Hello.
Hi. First of all, Nathan, we've missed you so much. We're
thanks,
just all
Kate.
sitting here
we're from St Vincent's Primary. I'm a teacher there. And we've just been talking about my story, and we're really sorry about the holes.
Oh,
So sorry, guys.
so, you know what, it's about time someone said sorry to me about the holes.
Yes.
That's really nice, Kate.
You're a very empathetic person, Kate.
Yeah.
I am very empathetic. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you about my small problem now. So it was my son's birthday on the weekend, and I realised that I ran out of sparkling water, and that's like a big thing for me.
Because kids love sparkling water.
Famously.
Oh, look, I don't care about the kids.
Yeah,
I needed the
I'm picking
sparkling
it up.
water.
Yeah.
So and my mum and dad were over, and I Uber Eats 12 bottles of sparkling water to my house.
That's Uber drinks.
God, you're a modern mother, aren't you?
Yes.
Modern mothers. Yeah.
And they just came in. They dropped off their 12 bottles of water, and I went inside. And when we went outside later, we realised they've reversed into my mum and dad's car.
Oh.
Like, the whole side of their car is smashed, and they didn't leave their details or anything.
Oh.
And I can't get their number back from Uber and everything.
Nothing.
Oh, you'd be able to. No,
You would
be able to.
You must be able to.
I tell you what, I tried to
Well,
contact them
I've been
not long ago,
trying.
and it's really hard sometimes.
Report it to the police.
Well, look, I could do that too.
Yeah.
So
Report it to
the
Shreps.
whole neighbourhood.
It's San Pellegrino under this.
So now my poor, now we're
Dude.
forking out
How
for
much?
thousands and thousands of dollars.
How much was the soda water in total with Uber? Was it with
look, it was
delivery,
like
or did you do Uber
I think
One?
It was, I was on Uber One.
Yeah, me too.
So I think it cost me like $14.
$14. Hey,
You
so
could have
Kate,
just drunk tap water, Kate. You know what I mean?
you contact the insurance company and you got to tell them this story. What do they do?
Look, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, we're going to
So-
follow. We're going
This
to
is
follow the
fresh.
tail.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
I'll
Sweetheart.
keep
Fresh as
you
the morning.
updated.
Sweetheart,
Fresh as the sparkling
do yourself
water.
a favour, invest in a soda stream.
Yes.
It's safer.
Safer. It's much
Sean.
safer.
Yeah.
Chelsea, hello.
Hi guys, how are you?
Chels.
What happened?
Welcome back, Nathan.
Oh, thanks, baby. Oh, I missed you, but I've been watching you at night. I've been watching you at night at your house.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, so glad.
Great.
So good to hear your voice again. I'm a bit of a crazy rabbit lady. We've always had rabbits because they're really cool animals. And over the years, they've cost us like a chest freezer from chewing through wires. Like fixing up carpets, so they've done that. Anyway, the last lot we adopted, which I think will have to be the last, we let them out all during the day because I don't want to keep them in a hutch, and then at night they go in the hutch. But during the day, they've gone to the neighbour's house for apparently a couple of weeks and dug under, and we're having a little fun there. But dug so much the retaining wall's fallen over.
Your rabbits have
whole
knocked over a
retaining wall.
retaining wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they've done that
Chelsea.
much damage. Like, it's insane. It's mental. When we had a look, we had no idea. So
Have you had a quote on that?
It's about $12,000.
Oh,
Because Sean,
Chelsea.
it's a rubber-proof fence.
Yeah.
So they made a movie about it. Yeah. Your
Yeah,
husband,
so
is his name Warren? Because you love rabbits so
No,
much.
but we're having rabbits stew for dinner.
Of course you are. Well, you are now. Hey, Chels, how do you cover that expense? Is that an insurance thing as well?
No, because they're your
No.
pets. It's your fault.
Yeah, no. The neighbours have been really good because the fence wasn't the greatest to begin with. So they said, look, they're happy to chip in half, which is awesome. It's not gonna-
Are you joking? That's really generous of them.
I know, but it's still it's not ideal for two.
No way.
Can I say something though? We're
funny.
always
Those
looking
neighbours.
for the upper hand in wars. I mean, whoever thought? Just send rabbits over. And
Exactly.
by the end of it, Sean, their whole fort falls down.
The Kremlin will be crumbling,
People
Nathan.
fight with forts. still,
Yeah, well,
don't they?
that's why they built the Great Wall of China, Nathan, to keep the rabbits out. So because
Keep
of
the rabbit-
that,
that was the first rabbit-proof fence.
Telstra ads have taught us anything.
Yep.
Well, Jesus, bunnies, hey?
That was full
Bloody
on.
hell.
Thanks, Chels. Colin's in Stratton. Morning, Cole.
Hello, Colin. Hello, Colin.
Hey, Colin. Yeah, there, Colin.
No first-time caller.
Oh,
well,
Cole, that's
welcome.
lovely.
Hope
Welcome
you're wearing
along.
protection.
Okay, Colin, take a deep breath and tell us your story.
Okay, so look, middle of last year, I was getting the great opportunity for work, right? So they're like, look, come in 9 a.m., first shift, it'll be great. I'm like, sweet. Look, it was a trial, but it was going to lead to really great employment. So driving through Nangara Road, tire goes out. I'm like, okay, look, it's fine, universe, whatever else, I'll fix it.
Yep.
Get out of the car. Surely, damage job, right? Fixing the tire on the right-hand side. in the 10 minutes that I'm fixing my tyre, I get bitten by a snake.
Colin,
Whoa!
this is your first day of a new job, and you've got a flat tire and then bitten by a snake on the way to work.
And you can imagine the phone call to the employer. They're like, "Oh, sure."
What's this liability?
Yeah, this guy hasn't even come to the end. I think he's given us 2 excuses already.
That we don't believe.
Yeah.
So I end up in hospital, and I'm like, "Do they have to give me the antivenoms?"
Yes.
And then I have a reaction to that. So I'm in hospital for almost 3 weeks.
What?
So they couldn't hold on to the job for anymore, so then back to job search.
Colin.
lost you that job.
Hey, Cole, so you're on the side of the road, right? So you take your equipment out and start doing the jacking up the tyre. Did you feel that snake? Did you see it afterwards once you were bitten as well?
So I think I saw it. It bit me and then bailed because I got up, obviously screaming.
Sean, if I bite someone, I run too. Yeah.
So, Colin, you're on the side of the road, changing your tyres up on blocks, essentially, your car's up on blocks. You've been bitten by a snake. How did you get help? Did you have to call an ambulance yourself, or did somebody
straight up
stop?
Called an ambulance. While I'm in the ambulance, I'm kind of like delirious in the heightened state from the thing, and I'm calling my employer. I'm not going to come in. I was bitten. And like,
as an employer,
No one believes that.
Don't tell us the place, but what field was it in? What sort of area do you work in?
So I actually work in drug and alcohol rehabilitation. But this was on Nangara Road.
And you would have sounded like you're off your head.
I think Colin might have relapsed.
But my thing about it is rehabilitation. That's caring. That's empathy. You know what I mean? I thought you give a little bit of empathy to the guy that couldn't get here because he got bitten by a snake.
I know, but if they had to fill the role, they had to fill the role.
I think the snake bites just elevate the whole situation, especially after a flat tyre.
Oh, but then he had to go and react, didn't he?
lot.
Like, you can handle the snake bite, you can handle the flat tyre. But when you're reacting to the antivenom, that's just pushing it too far.
Colin, how long does it take for you to feel a snake bite? How long does it take for that poison?
Instantly.
Really?
Instantly. That bite, and I immediately got sick. And I thought, when I looked and I saw this thing like scurrying off, and I was like,
was it a dugite?
This great.
What sort was it?
It was a dugite.
Yeah.
It was a dugite. Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, did you know what to do with your leg? Did you get elevated or not elevated or you know?
So obviously, with drug and alcohol rehab, we do have that first aid training. But let's be honest, when you're in that moment,
it's you.
I don't think I did the right thing.
And also, that snake's on cocaine.
Yeah. Right.
They say like tightly bandage and immobilise. So
in my mind,
stay calm. But as if you can stay calm in that
in my mind, it's the old school movies. It's get a penknife, it's cut your leg, and then suck the poison out.
Okay, we have to say legally that is not the answer.
It's get a steak knife.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
From Lord of the Rings, A Musical Tale. We welcome, look, I'm going to put it up there. I think the finest musical theatre voice in this country.
Said now.
Jemma Riggs. And I'm not overstating it either.
And also can hang her career off her eyebrows.
Yes.
And we'll get them on Instagram because as a man, I don't really notice my eyebrows, but Sean, they are on point.
On point.
On point.
Gemma, good morning.
Hi, Jem. Hello. And, you don't want to mess them up, so you've got to, recorrect and full structure.
So talk to me about
engineer degree.
Talk to me about eyebrows because you had a previous life.
Yes.
What were you?
I was a beauty therapist.
Okay,
I
so
did an apprenticeship for 4 years out of school.
Wow, because you got such you're so fresh looking, right?
Oh,
You're just
bless
those
you.
naturally fresh people that are disgusting. And then I've always been, I don't have a strong brow, as we know. Mine sort of starts one colour and then fades out to
I didn't
nothing.
even realise you had
I know,
eyebrows.
that's my point. I would love a strong brow.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pop into the chemist to get some glints? And
Yeah, I'll tint you up.
You'll
I can
tint
do
me
it.
up.
Yeah.
Sean, a strong
don't know.
brow?
It frames,
I'm not sure.
It frames your face.
And my face is basically just a poster in the wind.
I'm just worried that we'll wake up next to each other in the morning and I'll be like,
You are attracted to a strong brow, Sean.
Now, as strong as your brow is, we're hearing rumours that you, as Galadriel,
Oh, dude.
are not wearing elf ears.
No.
This is controversial.
Yes, it is a little bit, but I'm grateful for it.
It feels like reverse cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to believe that you the queen of the elves.
Well, I think like in the way of my wig and my costume, I'm literally gold from head to
And
toe.
then I can see your ears. I think your hair's down.
My hair actually covers the ears. And
It's acting with a suggestion of ears, Natalie. That's what it is.
And I wear this magnificent golden crown, and so I think everything else is at 100. So I think you believe the Elfland.
Did you try the ears and they were just too uncomfortable?
No,
Or you didn't even entertain.
They didn't even offer the ears.
The elf ears were never on the table.
But we do have people in the audience that will be dressed
I bet they will.
with elf ears, and we
No
love
doubt.
it.
They could have popped down a red dot around Christmas time
Yes,
and got
exactly.
those headbands with the ears.
Oh yes, yes.
Jem, can I ask you about the songs in this musical?
Yes,
I don't know the songs that go with Lord of the Rings.
So it's actually written for this musical tale.
Okay.
So there were single ladies, put a ring on it.
That is brilliant.
There's seven rings by Ariana Grande, isn't it? Yeah.
No, but that is actually the thing that got me first intrigued, because when the audition brief came out, I was like, well, what is this role? My agent suggested, maybe look at the Galadriel stuff, and I did some YouTubing and Googling, and that was what actually got me like, I want to audition for the show, because the music is fantastic. And the thing that people need to know about the show too is that all the actors are actually the musicians as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, right.
Exactly.
So the ones that play instruments are playing the instruments.
And the characters.
So they wearing ears?
No.
We can't get away from the ears. We're not going to. But hearing a new song for the first time, because a lot of us with all the musicals you've done, we know the song, so we go there and we get to sing along and stuff. How do you reckon we'll react?
Well, I think it's done so beautifully with the setup of like you actually go into the audience and there's hobbits all around you.
Is it all, you're in the audience?
Yeah, so yes.
One of those, Nat.
Yeah.
Yes. And so there's interaction, and they're literally playing music and they're scatting, folk songs.
Scatting?
Yeah.
You know the scat man?
Hobbits scatting.
Scat man.
Google that.
I mean, we still get goosebumps when we remember you doing Let It Go in Frozen, which is the absolute showstopper. That's such a big number, and you delivered it.
If I went
extremely
to Frozen and went for that song only and left and paid the amount I paid for that ticket, I would be happy with that.
That is the best
that song.
compliment
And also,
ever.
I mean, you knocked out Defying Gravity.
Yes.
I mean, you've got...
Oh, yeah.
So the big crowd stopper, the crowd pleaser, the showstopper, the whole deal, that's your line.
That's my shtick.
That's a jam.
Do you have that showstopper in this?
Yes. It's with the ensemble itself. So it's Lothlorien, and that's the song. So
what's it called?
Lothlorien.
Oh, it's going to be a hit.
Which is the land.
Lothlorien on TikTok. All the kids doing the Lothlorien.
Wait till Ariana Grande does it. You'll love it.
But it's this beautiful golden moment with everyone playing the instruments and the musicians, and
in the forest.
Yeah.
And literally,
in the land of
ethereal.
Lothlorien. Yes, ethereal, exactly.
And then, do all the hobbits in the crowd stand up? Do you get a standing ovation, or can't you tell?
Well, I know that people love it because they definitely do give me a
great.
big applause. So, yeah, that's a really beautiful moment musically. And then I get to sing another song in Act 2.
But in Frozen, when the dress rips off and you're in the thing, is
there a moment?
No, I'm sorry, guys. There is no dress ripping off
shit
moment.
yourself a little bit that the dress is all the clothes is going to get ripped off and you're going to be standing there like...
There were accidents that happened. Yeah, and the anxiety I had sometimes. Because you did
you keep going. You have to, don't you?
Yes, of course you got to keep going.
And it's like, she is freezing. She just won't close off.
Nathan, you just let it go.
Yeah, but the thing was like I didn't want to wreck that moment for the kids. So the pressure
by being naked.
Well, no, because remember there's something underneath that dress.
Yeah, but
it wasn't R-rated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it all came off, you'd be seeing Elsa's little snowflake.
There would be. There'd be a market for that, Gemma. If things get to that.
Yeah, we've seen that lady from Disney. She's killing it.
But imagine coming home, girls, after a night after you've seen Frozen, and then that's how your dress came off. You just stand in the bedroom and goes, whoosh, and it just pulled off behind you.
A relief. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, Jem, you spent so much time in WA. We're just asking you know your way around Crown like the back of your hand, obviously.
Yes.
Do you have favourite spots to go to when you've got any downtime?
Yeah, so I love actually just walking to Kings Park.
Oh, yes.
And walking around there, and it's just stunning.
Go look for the bodies.
Actually is, isn't it?
And then Cottesloe, of course, the beach. So, yeah, they're kind of my little two go-tos.
Do you get a car when you're here?
Yes, I hire a car.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
right.
you one of these beautiful red-headed, pale-skinned ladies that can go to the beach and not turn into a Jiffy Firelighter?
No. I have to be smothered in sunscreen.
I'm literally in a poncho with Zim on. And,
I am one of those, so don't worry.
Okay,
don't worry.
You're like one of those crazy cave people that come out of the cave.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, no, multi-layered.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
People don't realise.
No, you've got to work very hard, especially in Australia.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
We can I could walk her to the car right now and both of go up in flames.
Yes.
Would too.
Like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
But with really strong brow.
Yeah. And those cars are parked underground. That's saying something.
If hearing Jemma talk about it has piqued your interest,
It has, I'm piqued.
We have a double pass for The Lord of the Rings, a musical tale up for grabs right now, 13-24-10.
Oh, sure.
You're going to work for it this morning. You need to be calling 19.
The Lord of the Rings, a musical tale. It's now playing at Crown Theatre.
Call a 9. The Fellowship
Opens
of the Ring.
tonight, and it's a strictly limited season. It's only on until the 6th of April. Tickets from Ticketmaster if you want to go along. But Jemma, you can do no wrong. Everything
Jemma,
you do, it turns to gold. You're amazing.
Are you going to America? Are you going to the Americas? Because you seem like a worldwide
Broadway.
talent. What's happening?
Calling?
No.
Are you joking?
No, well, if they ever called, but I've got a 19-month-old baby, so I'm just kind of busy. And,
Wow.
working and being...
Is the baby backstage?
No.
No, what happens?
No,
What
I'd be
happens?
too distracted.
Okay,
Not for a quick breastfeed, no?
No, and he's having a nap then anyway. So he's with me, but...
What's his name?
Bray.
Bray.
Yeah, Bray.
Oh, kids have got cool names
Yeah, they
nowadays.
have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dumb old Nathan. Ugh. You know what I mean?
No, we hear you.
I know. I got it.
Gemma, thank you so much. Enjoy your stay here in Perth.
Thank
it's
you
good to
for
have you
having
back
me.
again, and
You're a
you
great
are an
person.
extraordinary
You are.
talent and great eyebrows. Never
Mate, the eyebrows, check them out.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Tomorrow on the show, we are going to catch up with our docker, Jordan Clark. That's a bit of fun. Plus, the whole world is talking about gout.
Or gwat.
Yeah. So we're not talking to him because he doesn't do any press because he's a 17-year-old school kid. But Matt Shervington, one of our former fastest runners, he's going to be joining us tomorrow to chat about gout.
You would be having to do a tiling company called Grout, wouldn't you?
I know. You would jump on
doesn't
board,
it like
wouldn't
doesn't it
you?
just like lend itself to
Yes,
that?
it does.
Gouts, grout.
Textile traders.
Yeah, mate. Why wouldn't you? By the way, everyone, if you want to jump on our socials, you can see what happens when an electric hot water system explodes in somebody's house. That was mine.
That's
and
amazing.
You can see what damage it can do to a sink as well. Acid holes. Not
know.
assholes. And also, T. She is so amazing at her job. She sings like an angel and she's bloody gorgeous. She's been thinking about becoming a brunette. So we put 3 options on there to show T as a brunette, as a blonde, and as Pauline Hanson. Now, you just naturally go to where you think T should be, and then at the end, with the results, whether she wants to or not, we're going to get that done.
Right, we're going to announce that tomorrow, are we?
And you know what? I'm going to chuck in a crew cut too. Let's get a crew cut in
So
there.
Kelsey Brown, our friend from the West Coast Fever, she has messaged to say she's putting her vote in. She says blonde because her whole aim, Kelsey's whole aim, was to try and have her hair, T's hair. And I had no choice but to go back to my natural because I couldn't get there. She couldn't do it. She couldn't get blonde enough.
What's her base? Is she dark?
Dark.
So when blonde stunners say dark, I think some of us don't have a choice and you've got naturally beautiful hair.
There you go.
That was all caps. That was all caps. So Kelsey Brown has spoken.
Yeah. And she's got very extremely glossed lips, Kelsey. I think it's
true, it's a great
amazing.
point.
Sometimes I think when she smiles at me, her head's just going to like go.
At the moment, the results are go dark 55%, stay blonde 27%, and Pauline Red 18%. So
I think we can get the Pauline
Red,
numbers
we're
up.
gonna
Come
get
on,
them
everyone.
up.
You know what? Here's the ideal thing, right? Because we're going to get the results done, right? And she's pretty and she's had a good oral life.
Yeah.
Let's take her down a peg.
And look, we have put up a picture of as Pauline Hanson, and it is just worth looking.
She looks good.
What
Can I have a look?
Pauline
I haven't
Hanson
seen.
would look like if she was hot.
Yeah. Sean? I give her 5 dim sims and a crab stick.
Yeah.
That's
Hello,
what she
Ross.
Take it.
I've just put a vote for Pauline.
Pauline, because
She's at
we're going to
19.
get the results done. So everyone jump on
Well done,
Pauline.
90%. Thank you, Ross.
You can make
Hi,
it happen.
Rossi.
Hello, welcome back, Nathan. We
Thanks,
missed you.
buddy. Thank you.
When I'd meet people, we'd have people come into the studio to interview, and I'd say, "Hi, I'm Ross," and say, "Where's Nathan?" And they'd have a sadness in their eyes when they saw me.
No, Ross. No,
So,
Ross.
we
No, there
missed
is
you.
a joy when you're around Ross. You're a lovely person.
No, we missed you. Welcome back, brother.
I don't care what Natalie says.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.